Hey there, powerful soul. How are you? Happy hump day. Happy Juneteenth. And what does personal freedom mean for you? I had a conversation earlier today with a colleague, with a friend, a client, somebody that I've worked with, somebody that I've collaborated with, somebody that I have connected with as a friend, all the things. We've been in each other's worlds, and we had a conversation about the power of my work and how transformed she is on the other side of an experience she had with me and working with me. And hey there, Kelly, how are you, my dear? And in that experience, on the other side, she did what I see a lot of my clients and students do, is she went and got a brand photo shoot completed so that she could reveal her unleashed self. And I was sharing with her how I noticed this pattern in my work where I work with accomplished spiritual women, and we do this really beautiful inner work where we permanently remove self-sabotaging patterns so that they're experiencing the most fulfilling relationships, showing up more powerfully as leaders, and experiencing more abundance. And how a lot of them end up getting brand photo shoots completed after our work together. And she said something to me that really resonated. She said, Cassandra, if I would have done that photo shoot without working with you, my pictures wouldn't have looked the same. She said that there was something that was unlocked within her that shined through the images. And then she shared her screen with me. We were on a Zoom call, and she showed me a picture of her before and then a picture of her after working with me. And you could physically see the shift in her countenance, in her demeanor, in her self-expression, in her eyes. And when we are able to allow our essence to exude out of ourselves to the point where it is tangibly visible, I believe there is a form of freedom in that. There is a form of freedom in that. And as women, but also for many of us, we fall in the BIPOC category, Black, Indigenous, people of color, and with today being Juneteenth, which is a day that Black Americans who were still enslaved in Texas found out that we were actually free, and then they were able to be free. I've been pondering on freedom today. And yesterday, a colleague of mine asked me a question. And it almost brought me to tears as the answer immediately came up. And she said, what would happen if you didn't fulfill your mission on this planet? And I said, women wouldn't be free. And I know that I have been gifted, not only with intellect, not only with education, not only with professional background or lived experiences, but a spiritual gifting to set women free. And sometimes that freedom shows up in different ways. It shows up in our voice, our communication, our self-expression. It shows up in our personal power and being able to stand on our standards and hold our boundaries and stay solid when circumstances outside of ourselves are a little shaky. It shows up in the way that we show up in our leadership, in our businesses, in the work that we do, when we may feel like we have to prove ourselves. And can we just stay convicted, certain, and confident in the knowing of our own unique gifts, talents, abilities? It shows up in so many different ways. It shows up in sexual freedom and sensuality. You know, I've worked with women in so many different capacities. And when it comes down to it, it's about freedom. Being free to be you, being free to do you, being free to experience everything you've ever wanted in this lifetime. And when we can unlock that for ourselves, there is a level of liberation that becomes available to us that we didn't even know was possible. And it excites me to have these conversations with women that I've worked with who are experiencing this level of freedom. You know, I'm having a conversation with a friend, and she's worked with me before also. And she's been through Return to Her, not once, but 2 times. And last year met her beloved and is getting married soon. And so she unlocked freedom for herself in intimacy and love and connection. And it feels like such an honor to be a part of those transformative experiences for these women, whether it's in their feminine leadership, their feminine womanhood, where they are unleashing themselves, liberating themselves, freeing themselves in their lives, in their relationships, in their leadership, so that they can experience more intimacy, more impact, more income as all of themselves. As women, sometimes we feel that we have to hide parts of who we are. We feel like we have to shrink. We feel like we have to dim our light. We feel like we have to play small. We feel like we have to dim it down. We feel like we have to protect our heart, protect parts of ourselves to stay safe. And I have a whole conversation. I want to talk about this deeper tomorrow. So stay close and tuned. I'm going to go deeper about this tomorrow. But in attempts to do that, what we also do is we turn off our magnetism. We turn off our magnetism. And our magnetism is one of the most magical parts of our existence. And when I talk about our magnetism, I'm not talking about this physical exterior aesthetic. That is just a representation of what is internally within you. When I'm talking about your magnetism, I'm talking about your it factor. I'm talking about your confidence. I'm talking about exuding your essence. I'm talking about you showcasing all of you without fear of projections, fear of being misunderstood, without fear of not being enough, without fear of being abandoned or rejection, but just having the freedom to be all of you in every room you enter and in every encounter that you have. And I know for me personally, that is a journey that I have spent quite a long time navigating, having personal freedom to be all of me. And there's an art to this that I'm so excited to share more about here soon, because I believe we are we're not entering, it's here, it's arrived. We are in a new era. And if you are a fellow accomplished spiritual woman, you feel it. You can feel the shift in the atmosphere. If you've been connected to me for any length of time, you know in 2022, I announced that it was shifting season. And when I said it was shifting season, the insights that God gave me was that there was a shift happening in the atmosphere and that it was only a matter of time before it showed up in the physical realm. Meaning, before things show up with our physical eyes that we can see it in the physical realm on this planet, things are shifting in the spiritual realm. Things are shifting in the unseen realm. And some of you may have been noticing this feeling inside of feeling there's more available for you. There's more you're capable of being. There's more that you desire to experience. There's more, regardless of the success you've already accomplished, regardless of how much you've already achieved at this point, you know deep down there's more available for you. And you've also realized that the version of yourself right now is not going to be the version of yourself that experiences that more. that the more that you desire, the more intimacy, the more impact, the more income that's available on the other side, it's actually going to require a different version of you. And you've been feeling it. And you're like, I feel it. And then a little bit of fear creeps in. Because sometimes we get a little bit comfortable with the lives we've created, the successes we already have, and we feel a little complacent in that, because it would be quite easy to just stay right there. No one would say anything about it because according to other people's eyes, you're doing quite well for yourself. No one would fuss about you deciding to rise even more because many people in your life probably already look up to you. But because you feel it inside. If that's you, then I'm calling you forward and I'm calling you in to a new level of personal freedom for yourself. I believe that as long as we have breath in our lungs, as long as we are still here on this planet, that we have the gift of constant transformation and growth and expansion during our lifetime. That we get to experience multiple iterations of ourselves, that we get to live multiple lifetimes within this singular lifetime. And there is no shame for saying, you know what, I want more, and I'm ready for more, and I'm ready to become more. I believe that is how we unlock more personal freedom for ourselves, by being brave, being courageous to co-create that more, and opening ourselves up, arms open wide, letting God know I am ready to receive. And so if you are ready to receive, if you would type in the comments, I am ready to receive, and let me know what you are ready to receive in this season. Just type in, I'm ready to receive. What are you ready to receive? And let me know. And stay close, stay tuned. I'll be doing another live stream probably tomorrow, going a little bit deeper about women and power and what I see and prophetically project into this new season. And I'm excited for us. For those of you who want to continue this journey with me, I'm excited for us because God's got some plans for us. We've got some places to go. We got some things to do. We got some life to experience. And we haven't even scratched the surface yet of what's available for us. And so where you're at right now, you have accomplished so many amazing things. You've gotten yourself so far in life. You've done so many incredible things. And you still haven't scratched the surface of your potential and your power. I'm so excited. Let me know in the comments what you're ready to receive. And I'm looking forward to connecting with you again soon. All right. Have a great day. Take care now.